What's going on, guys? So if you don't know me, my name is John, aka Foalhaus on YouTube and Instagram and all that. If you don't know, my background is I basically moved into this van about 5 months ago, and these are the top 10 reasons why I think it's awesome to live in a van. So let's go. For the last couple of months now, I have been kind of planning on making a few videos, two specific videos. One was going to be the top 10 reasons. One was going to be the top 10 reasons that I like living in a van, and the other one is going to be the top 10 reasons why living in a van is kind of a bummer. So I've kind of had that on the back burner for a while, and I've been thinking about it, but decided to hold off on it until I've been living in this van for a couple months now. So the biggest thing that I feel like is the best argument for buying a van is going to be that it provides you the freedom to travel. Last year, before I bought the van, I did do a lot of travel, but I did a lot of flying. And the result of that was I paid a lot of money for hotels and rental cars and all that different stuff. So I did travel a lot. So the caveat here, and the number one reason why I think it's awesome to own a traveling home, basically, is it allows you to travel. Last year, I spent thousands of dollars on travel. Number two is it's cheaper than renting your own place. This, to me, is a really big one. Before I moved into the van, I was living in an apartment, which ended up coming out to, I was spending about $1,200–1,300 a month just to live. And I was getting equity towards nothing. I was constrained to this one spot. I feel so much more free now that I've gotten out of that apartment and I'm actually using my money towards things that I want to be using my money towards. Number three is it keeps things into perspective. And I use air quotes because, why did I use air quotes? Oh, I keep things, it keeps things into perspective. So what I mean by that is living in this vehicle has really, it's really helped me try to focus on experiences before possessions. Given that I can't really put my possessions anywhere because it's so small in here, so I don't really have an option there. But I've got everything I could possibly want, really. So it just keeps everything into perspective when, you know, there's really nothing I would rather do than to invest in memories. Number four is it promotes a sense of exploration and adventure. It's through this van that it's allowed me to, I guess it comes down to who you are. If you're an adventurous person, then this type of lifestyle will fit with that. So I'm not going to say that the van just automatically makes you an adventurous person. I'm sure a lot of people would own a van and not even go do anything with it. But I bought this van for the purpose of being adventurous and for the purpose of doing the whole national park thing, which I'm doing, and documenting all of that and all that different stuff. So basically the van has allowed me the freedom to do that, which I absolutely love. I love it. Number five is it allows me to meet new people, and it allows me to have the freedom to go visit new people or friends, current friends. So now that I'm going around to different cities, I tend to know people in different cities, and it's great. It's I don't have very many friends in one concentrated area, honestly, but I know a good amount of people all around the country, and it's really nice being able to just hit them up and be like, hey, I'll be in town. No, I'm not gonna ask you to sleep in your apartment because I have my van. I just need a place to park it. If you have an electrical outlet, that would be great. Number six, which I touched on a little bit earlier, is it helps you consolidate all of your stuff. In the last 2 to 3 years before I bought this van, I had a ton of stuff. I had tons of clothing. I had tons of shoes. Actually, I still have tons of shoes. What am I saying? But I still consolidated. I just had tons of stuff. I got rid of everything that I didn't need. I just asked myself, I said, do I need this? And if the answer had to be no, then guess what? It went to Goodwill, or I sold it on Craigslist, you know? I don't like the idea of waste, and I have been wasteful in the past. I've had excess in the past, and it really is it's a dead end to me. It doesn't really provide any value. It doesn't bring happiness. It doesn't bring satisfaction. You're not using it in the first place. So what really is the point of it? So once I came to that realization, I just started dumping off everything I didn't use, you know? I really hope this video is in focus. We're gonna call this the top 9. We're gonna call this the top 9 reasons, the top 9 positive reasons of living in a van. I'm the worst, okay? I'm a mess. Number 7 is it helps you live life with lower pressure. You kind of just start living life how you feel like it should be lived, and not necessarily how somebody else thinks you should be living life. And what I mean by that is you set your own expectations for yourself. You know, you have your own daily grind that you set for yourself, and you're not living in a house because somebody says you need to live in a house, or you're not living in an apartment because that's what you need to do at this point in your life. You just kind of set your own expectation. You have your plan for your life, and you know, it kind of lowers the pressure in that regard. There are other pressures that get raised from living in a van, but I'll go into that with my next video. Number 9 is it allows you to save and budget more money. This is definitely true. Doing this has allowed me to keep track of where my money goes a little bit tighter. It really does. If you budget correctly with this type of lifestyle, you can make, you have to know exactly where your money is going, but you can definitely make things work a lot better than if you're in an apartment. I can't even point it out. Number 9 is a pretty big one for me. That really helps me mentally is your surroundings are always changing. Just the fact that I can see change and I can go see different places and not have to uproot my entire life because my life is constantly uprooted. That freedom is very satisfying for me. I really like the ability to, after a few months, go see new things. I've been in Denver for coming up on 3 months. In total, I'll have been here for close to like 6 months. At that point, I'm gonna start traveling some more. It's just liberating. So anyway, those are the top 9. Those are the top 9 pros of living in a van. That's my thoughts on this, guys. Comment below. Let me know if you have any questions about anything lifestyle related to what I've been doing. I've been living in this for a couple of months, so I've got some interesting stories that I haven't shared. So if you're curious, if you got any questions about anything related to that or comments, yeah, leave a comment below. That's my 2 cents. I apologize for rambling. You guys have a great night. Life is pretty simple. If you can be good to one another, because your relationships are so important, and appreciate the time while you're here, because guess what? We're only here once, you know? I hate to say YOLO, but YOLO, it's true. All right, guys, have a good night. See ya.